Here we go. Sasha Hayes back with another YouTube video. Today's video is called They're Just Not That Into You. And I thought, I swear, the OG ones, they're gonna know. They're gonna be like, is she always yawning in each of her YouTube videos? And the answer is yes. Yes, she is. Okay, give me a second. Right. So, let's get open a bottle of wine, a bottle of beer, or water, orange juice, whatever you need, and just have a little chat, really. Just have a cheeky little chat about the romantic world and how modern dating is going. Okay, I think the biggest tip, and it's so obvious, and it's just one that I wish, like, younger me would have known, is that if they're into you, you'll know. Like, I'm so sorry. I hate to. I don't know how much this applies to boys if you're a boy watching it, but like in friendship, in most relationships, like if you're there over analyzing every text this person sends you, if you're feeling uncertain, like it's they're not the one. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you can think of a couple of people who are into you and the behavior follows, right? If somebody's into you, they're going to message you. They're going to be proactive, regardless of whether they're male or female. They're going to be interested in seeing you and spending time with you and getting to know you, XYZ. So why is it that we cut so much slack to the people that we like who don't like us enough, right? They like you. They like you to a certain degree to engage with you. Maybe they like you enough to text you back when you post that thirst trap that's directly for them. But they don't like you enough. They don't like you enough to coordinate what time you should be meeting. They don't like you enough to plan specific dates that they know would make you happy. They don't like you enough to do the little things that are very, honestly, quite basic and bare minimum, such as respect your time, make you feel valued, etc., etc. Also, in terms of monetary value, or if you think of dating in that way, a lot of the things that humans want, regardless of whether they're male or female, is to feel like somebody cares about them. And that doesn't necessarily cost you money. For example, let's say that you tell me you love Star Trek and I have no interest in Star Trek, but I remember that their anniversary is coming up and I make you a card, hand drawing every Star Trek character, right? That cost me no money, but it cost me time and energy to make you a card. Obviously, depending on if you value it, is on your love language and what you appreciate, how you appreciate being loved. But the point is that in order to make someone valued, you don't always need to spend your money. Sometimes you just need to spend your time and energy into doing something that they will appreciate. So you can think of dating in those terms, which I think a lot of people don't do. And if you think of dating in those terms, then you can evaluate whether someone values you, because you can think, how does this person wish to be treated, is number one. How does this person wish to be loved, is number two. How does this person show that they're in love or show that they're interested in someone, and then compare that to the way that they treat you. If it's not hitting the bare minimum, or if it's just a little bit above, you need to really evaluate that, is this something that I want to go for, or am I just here for the experience, or am I just here for other reasons? And like, dude, I hate to say it, but it usually is that simple. Like, for example, let's say like you love getting a good morning text or a good night text, whatever. Let's say that's your love language, affirmations, and you're not getting that from the person that you're interested in. When you're at a subway station, when you're at the tube, when you're at a supermarket, look around you. How many people have a smartphone? Most of them. How many people are checking their phone? Most of them, right? So use that information and think that if people, when they're on the way to the train, when they're on the way to a bus, when they're shopping, they have access to a phone, they have access to Wi-Fi, and that person that you like is still not texting you, which is really bare minimum, at least by my standards. You got to wake yourself up and be like, am I accepting breadcrumbs? Am I deserving of a cake? And the answer is almost always yes. We all deserve, no matter what you look like, no matter who you are as a person. I think it's a fundamental human need that we deserve to be loved in the way that we desire, especially if we're able to communicate those needs, right? So you gotta look at that person, he, she, whoever, and be like, if they wanted to, they would. Is that true? Does that hold up to your situation? It's such a simple sentence, but sadly, we hate to see it because we like someone and it hurts our own ego, it hurts our own feelings, but do they really value you, or are you just an option that they're keeping around because that's what the modern dating perpetuates? It's a question you gotta ask yourself. Anyway, comment down below what other kind of videos you want to see me make. And that is Saisha Hayes. Off to go to sleep.